morning, students. Patricia, please lead a prayer. Okay. Class, is anyone absent today? Okay, good. Good to know. Class, what is the lesson yesterday? Good. About relationship between school and community. So, what is the relationship between school and community? Anyone? Community is a part of the society and education is the counterpart of both. School is the social institute where consciously designed learning experiences are providing with the objectives of achieving social aim at large over a period of time. Now, I will show picture and observe this. So, what makes an identical twin different? They will consider other aspects aside from physical appearance. Anyone? Oh, good. Attitude. What else? Identical twins are still different. Why? Since each one is still a different organism. Now, the lesson for today is all about the different characteristic of culture. So, what is the different characteristic of culture? The first, anyone? Culture is social. The first different characteristic of culture is social. So, what is the culture is social? Culture is social. Culture does not exist in isolation. It is a product of society. It develops through social interaction. No man can acquire culture without association with others. Man become a man only among men. Okay? And the second is culture is shared. So, what is culture is shared? Culture is shared are not something that an individual alone can process. Culture is sociological sense is shared. For example, costume, tradition, beliefs, ideas, values, moral, or etc. are all shared by people of a group of society. And the third is culture is learned. Culture is not inborn. It is learned. Culture is often called learned ways of behavior. Unlearned behavior is not culture, but shaking hands, saying thanks, undressing, etc. are cultural behavior. The fourth is culture is transmitted. Culture is transmitted is as it is transmitted from one generation to another. Language is the main vehicle of culture. Language is different from makes it possible for the present generation to understand the achievement of earlier generation. Transmission of culture may take place by imitation as well as by instruction. And the next is culture is continuous and cumulative. Culture exists as a continuous process. It is historical growth. It trends to become cumulative. Sociologist Linton called culture the social heritage of man. It becomes difficult for us to imagine what society will be like without culture. And number 6 is culture varies from society to society. every society has a culture of its own. It differs from society to society. Culture of every society is unique to itself. Culture are not uniform. Cultural elements like costume, tradition, moral, value, beliefs are not uniform everywhere. Culture varies from time to time also. 7 is culture is dynamic. No culture ever remains constant or changeless. It is subject to slow but constant change. Culture is responsive to the changing condition of the physical world. Hence, culture is dynamic. And the last is culture is gratifying. Culture provides proper opportunities for the satisfaction of our needs and desires. Our needs, both biological and social, are fulfilled in the cultural ways. Culture determines and guides various activities of man. Thus, culture is defined as the process through which human beings satisfy their wants. So, from the above discussion, we are clear that each and every society has a culture of its own. Culture is not only diverse but also unique, but is found in societies throughout the world. So, do you understand, class? Okay, good. Now, I will divide into 4 groups, and I will show depicting the characteristic of culture and internalize the importance of the characteristic of their development in the persons. Do you understand, class? Okay. Class, are you finished? Oh, not yet. So, let's finish this activity tomorrow. So, for your evaluation, write a composition expressing their thoughts on how they can use their knowledge on this characteristic in the development and in saving our culture as a Filipino from extension for the next generation. Okay? For the assignment, research and answer given question about cultural relativism and ethnocentrism. So, now, dismiss. Goodbye, students.